This is weird. Weird. Right, today we would like to have a go at the fuel sender, fuel gauge, because what's happening when I come in here is, as you can see, let's get a bit of focus in. There we go. Right, turn on the ignition. Let me go a bit closer. Turn on the ignition. Wallop, she goes straight over to full. Now, when you read up on Tinternet, it says about being a bad earth. So I've been having a bit of a mess about in the trunk. Right, let's take it back to the trunk. Right, so coming through the trunk floor is the wiring, obviously, that goes to sender. Now it should be this grey wire here. Now I don't have a manual, I've only been reading up on Tinternet. And I'm led to believe that the earth is actually the fuel pipe going out to the block, to the fuel pump, and this would be the live. Right, so being left like that, the gauge naturally goes straight over to full. Right, so this part is either coming from or to the sender. That's the bit that goes down through the floor to the top of the sender. Now, if I earth that out, okay, absolutely diddly squat happens. I'll show you. Right, so this is obviously the lead that's being earthed from the sender. Obviously straight back up. But the one that's going to the gauge, by the looks of it, like I say, I don't have a manual, but this is the one that disappears. Get that out of the way. No, I say get out of the way. Oh, you're not going to. This is the one that disappears into the wiring loom. We'll go back to the car. Now, if I earth that out, now that's earthed. Now I'll show you what happens. And this is with the wire earthed, the one that goes in the wiring loom. And there you have between 1/4 and 1/2 tank. Right, I've just been up to the gas station. I've got about 20 quid's worth of fuel, and I'm going to bung it in. Now that I've put about 15 litres in, it's now actually showing even less than what it had. This is weird. Weird. Right, after the fuel sender project that had me completely baffled, I realised where I was going wrong. The wire that I was earthing out that comes from the gauge, I'm basically recreating the resistor in the fuel sender. After I put some fuel in it in the car, the gauge read as though it had even less fuel in it. So obviously what I'd done after I put fuel in it, I must have had a better earth than what I did prior to putting fuel in it. Now, I have in the past tried to earth out the fuel line that comes from the fuel sender, to no avail. I've not had any luck with that, because the fuel line is actually the earth apparently. So I have tried, I've had no luck. So to be fair, it's from 1955. To be fair, I think I'm going to have to come to the conclusion that the fuel sender is shot, unfortunately. But hey, time for a new one. Watch this space. We'll see. La, 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 la.
beautiful. Look at the colour on that.